So the last week has been really interesting for me because I think for the first time in my life, I've felt as old as I am. See, I've always been fit. I played Division I soccer, I was a triathlete, I played ice hockey for most of my life, I went to the gym regularly. So this is kind of a change for me. See, for the past little bit, I've been making excuses. Life happened and things got in the way, like medical school and studying and trying to get a residency and going through the match. If that sounds like you, where physical fitness is something that you want to get back into, but life has just been getting in your way, I think you're going to want to stay tuned to this video because for me, that stops today. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So something happened last week while I was home in Buffalo that kind of brought me to make this video. Before I went home, I kind of let all my friends know, hey, I'm gonna be back for a little while. I'm in my transition from my internship year into my PGY2 year, starting at NRH. My two friends, Ashley and Ashley, sent me a message back and said, hey, what are you doing when you get home on Monday night? Would you and Alyssa want to join us for a hot yoga class? And I was like, yeah, sure. I've done yoga before. I mean, I could surely do hot yoga. No, I can't. It was in that moment during that class when I realized just how badly my level of physical fitness has declined since I started medical school. That was humbling for a lot of different reasons. Just last week, I got a phone call from a friend from high school saying, hey, are you gonna make it home for the alumni game? And I can be there, my schedule permits it this year. But I started thinking about having to go out and play 90 minutes worth of soccer, and that thought was terrifying to me because I don't think that I could do it anymore. And coming to that realization has really made me take a step back, think about kind of what the past few years have been like, and what do I need to do to change for the future. And so for the next couple weeks, I'm gonna post some vlogs about what I've been doing, how I've been reincorporating exercise, what am I doing about my diet, what am I doing for my mental fitness, my emotional fitness, as well as my physical fitness. You don't have a ton of time and you're gonna do one thing to maybe kickstart reincorporating exercise, it would be this one tip. And we're gonna talk about that in a little while, but first I have to do a podcast interview. A medical student named Danny Sullivan reached out to me. He has his own YouTube channel and I'm gonna post a link to that here. He wanted me to be on the podcast and just kind of talk about my experience of transitioning from chiropractic into medical school and the whys and my opinions on PM&R. And so I gotta go and talk to him about that right now. And then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit about that first step, that first thing that I think everybody should do and what I did and what I think really helped me to kind of kickstart my own program.
All right, well, welcome everyone to the Medical School Podcast. I'm your host, Danny Sullivan, and today I have a very special guest, Dr. Mike Farrell. Dr. Farrell, thanks so much for being on the podcast today.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate being able to talk to you.
I started this podcast because I really, like when I was in pre-med, I was really inspired by everyone's stories, like online, and it really helped me to kind of push through and help me stay focused on my goal to going to medical school.
As a kid, you injure yourself and you're back out playing like the next week, it felt like. Whereas in college and kind of towards the end of high school,
I would feel those injuries for longer. So it started to kind of make me think about what are some things that I could do to try to improve on my own, physical ability. And I was never one to want to take medicines. I really tried to stay away from that and really just did more physical therapy, more of stretching, working with the athletic trainers and those types of things. And so
Right.
that made a lot of sense to me.
Well, it is late. I'm sore, so I'm going to keep this brief. The number one thing is go out and join a rec league. You'll have teammates, you'll pay for it, your teammates will keep you accountable and make sure that you're showing up. That will force you to work out at least one time a week, and hopefully that one time snowballs, you get back in the gym and it becomes a more regular thing. Let me know in the comments below if you are on a rec team. Also, leave me a comment down below. Let me know who you are, what your fitness goals are, and what you're looking to maybe accomplish by being a part of this community, and what kind of information you're looking for, whether it be more nutrition, more mental and emotional fitness, or more physical fitness tips. And we can all improve our physical fitness together. So I gotta finish eating. I am exhausted and so sore. I need to get in the shower and get to sleep. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you again next week with some more tips and tidbits. Bye now.